guys, if you didn't already know, Americans are some of the most sleep deprived people in the world. And that's why we called on the researcher, the science of sleep expert himself, Dr. Chris Winter. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Okay. So you got to help us get our sleep back. I'm one of those people that I need my sleep. I don't know where it's coming from, but I feel like I can get the answers from you. Is that right?
I hope so. I think you can ask me questions about lots of things. I'll give you an answer. I'm not sure it'll be correct, but sleep, I might know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. First of all, let's start with your journey into this lane. Like, what got you into finding out the science of sleep?
Biology credit hours and beer money. When I was an undergraduate student, I needed both. And my advisor said, hey, there's some doctors that need some help with their research. You should go work with them. And there was a guy doing sleep research named Paul Surratt, who was a real mentor and father figure to me, and started working for him in 92 or 93, somewhere in there, and just never exited the lane.
Wow. Okay, so 1 in 3 Americans get less than 7 hours a night, and that can even lead to health problems. Kind of tell us about some of those.
Yeah, we have a real problem with individuals getting the right amount of sleep. There's just too many things that distract us. There's Pacers games and good television and electronics media and all kinds of stuff that makes it very difficult for us to really set aside the requisite time to sleep. Not to mention, more and more people working, second jobs or side hustles because they have to. So to sit down with somebody and say, look, you've got to carve 8 of these 24 hours out for sleep is becoming a more and more difficult task. But the numbers and the science is extremely clear. If we're not doing that, we are dramatically and negatively impacting not only our health, but our performance and our ability and chances of leading a long and healthy life.
Now, what are the keys to quality sleep? Not just sleep, but quality sleep.
It's a great question. I think there are a lot of them, and it starts with the bedroom and understanding ways you can set your bedroom up to be a comfortable, inviting space for sleep. Do you have the right mattress? Do you have the right temperature? Do you have the right lighting? It really starts with the home court, so to speak, in terms of your sleep. And then also it depends heavily on looking out for signs that your sleep quality might not be good. Your partner has said that you snore and stop breathing for 2 years, yet you've done nothing about it. Or you talk in your sleep. Or when you sit down at work during a boring meeting, it's hard to stay awake. Or you lean heavily on caffeine or nicotine to stay awake. All of those can be little indicators that you're not getting what you need from your sleep, either in terms of quality or quantity.
You started talking about some of that assistance like caffeine to stay awake. What about sleeping pills and those types of medications?
Yeah, I've got a generally very negative an opinion on all those things. I mean, I think that for the vast majority of people, they're using these because they feel like if you get in bed and fall asleep fast, that makes you a good sleeper. So we've kind of lost this ability to, if we all went out to lunch, some of us would eat, maybe a few of us would say, you know what, I'm not really that hungry. You'd order a Diet Coke and move on with your life. We have trouble adapting that mindset to our sleep. So for a lot of people, if they go to bed at night and sleep doesn't come right away, it creates a sense of fear and anxiety. And so pills and medication are sort of the easy answer there, but they're really not an answer and they're not particularly effective. So talking to a real sleep professional and getting help beyond here, take the sedative for the rest of your life, I guess, is really important to maximize the quality of your sleep.
Now, if you didn't already convince people with all that education you have, you're also a consultant for some major sports teams.
I am, including in the past the Indiana Pacers, but I think my basketball skills were just too great. It was making the players feel bad. So they've got an amazing sleep doctor named Dr. Singh with them now, and he's just a fantastic guy. But yes, I think that when you think about sleep, if you're somebody who just doesn't think sleep's that important, you can sleep when you're dead. My father only slept 2 hours. He lived to be 103 years old. Look towards your favorite professional sports organization. They clearly understand that to maximize performance, you simply must maximize your sleep. That's not just if you're a basketball player. If you're an accountant, a teacher, a fireman, a nurse, you've got to sleep well to do your job the best you can.
You forgot TV host. I need mine back. I need my sleep
Well,
back.
it's interesting. I'm working on a podcast called Chasing Sleep, and one of the episodes is about Diane Maceda, the ABC News host, and her own struggles with sleep because of the intersection of sleep and her job as a morning news host. It's very difficult. So her personal story can offer many people, not just you, but lots of people who work in similar situations that you do, little tricks and understandings of how they can better fix the problem that they're in when their work and sleep collide.
He is Dr. Chris Winter. He's the expert on sleep and maybe even getting some buckets. We got to take it to the court one day, man.
Hey, anytime.
Appreciate the time.
It'll be a quick game. I'll fake an injury and that'll be it.
There we go. Appreciate the time, man.
Hey, have a great day. Sleep well.
You too. Thank you.